come over and we start a fight. Never know who's wrong or right. Feel nothing when you go. I know it's not intelligent, drinking for the hell of it, but that's irrelevant now. We should talk about us. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. When you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. I should probably let you go. I know I can be cynical, make everything difficult, but it would take a miracle now to fix the problems. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. And you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22 and trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you? Fall back to you, fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you?
Hey folks, welcome to the live stream. My name is Dan, this is TweetFPV, and here we're going to talk about some drones, because drones are awesome. And I'm not talking DJI stuff, I'm talking actual home-built racing drones. Maybe they can be pre-bought, whatever, you know what I mean. But that's what we do here, that's what we're going to talk about. Welcome everybody to the live stream. Mike Bergman in the chat. Benjamin, welcome my friend. Dauntless, I hope you got that whoop and I hope you're liking it. Hope you got some batteries for it. Mike Bergman, always in the chat. Eric Allen, thanks for stopping by. As always, free range chicken. Howdy, buddy. If you want to get my attention, type @TweetFPV and it'll light up in orange. Kind of like this to get my attention. If you really want to get my attention, go ahead and hit that little $sign there at the bottom of the box. That's super chat. I will be sure to answer or try to answer whatever questions you have. Or if you just want to show me some love, that's one way to do it. Another way you can help me out, not that I need help, but if you would like to help me, that sounds kind of weird, go to tweetfpv.com. In there you'll find Instagram, Etsy, YouTube, Facebook, all the affiliate links, anything there. If you want to support me, that's where you find it. Dave, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Today was race day. We do it once a month, second Saturday of every month. Weather was great. Things were beautiful. Drones were flying good. Plenty of people showed up. Met some new people, people that I've been seeing over here in the chatty box. Made his way out to say hi, join the group to get a feel for what racing's like. And I could tell, looked like he got bit by the bug. So he's already talking about building racing rigs. It is a wonderful thing. Drone Pilot, welcome to the live stream, my friend. I did, however, kill one quad this week, or today. one quad today. My little experiment with Flight 1, I don't know. This may be the end of my journey with Flight 1. Jeez, focus, you. I kind of hit a wall. Kind of hard to explain. There was a wooden shanty type thing in this big burn pile that we were flying through, and I hit it. Smashed 2 props flat, broke another one, and all I could see is like half of an OSD and a gray screen. I think she's done. But judging by what I'm seeing about these H7 Lightning flight controllers from Flight 1, I was lucky to get that many flights out of it. They do have a free replacement program. We'll see if I qualify. Who knows, man. Dustin Gavel, welcome to the live stream. L. Leston, how you doing? YouTube is complaining. It's not receiving enough data. Whatever. Hope everybody had a great week. Hopefully you got out and got a chance to fly this week or this weekend. Hopefully the weekends are looking good for you guys. The weather is beautiful right now. The bugs were just out of control today. Just miserable with the bugs. The gnats, they're biting, little biting ones. I got little red dots all over me. Oh man, it was crazy. Drone pilot. I just built a fun 7-inch 285 gram quad with the Cax Vista. Less than 500 grams of the Forest lithium ion pack. Hang on a second, guys. Apparently I have a little... All right. Say hi. All right.
Hi.
Say hi. All right.
Hi.
Okay. Now go play.
Okay.
Go play. All right. The things you got to do. Oh, all right. So drone pilot. Don't know how well it'll fly. It'll probably fly just fine. Might be a little bobbly in the wind, but I think a good tune, you could probably make that fly just right. And pairing it up with the right set of props, I think will be key for that. Speedy Turtle, what is up, my friend? How are you doing? Benjamin, tuned my Mobula 6, made some upgrades, and the thing rips. It's so fast. Yeah, the Mobula 6 was a absolute screamer. Those 25,000 kV motors they had for it were primo on that quad. But they did have a tendency to have the bell slip off of them. I've gone through quite a few of them, but that is probably one of the best acrobatic 65 millimeter quads I've ever flown. Yeah, my daughter's got a little friend over today and they're running around. So anyways, I had a good day of flying. I got to do some flying this week. I got to work on a few little projects that I've been meaning to work on, kind of like this little guy here. If you haven't seen this, this is one of Dave C's designs. If you don't know who Dave C is, you probably aren't into the 4-inch long range scene. This is the 3-inch 1S 18650 powered semi 3D printed long-ish range quad. I'd say long-ish because it's only got 300 milliwatt VTX, so there's only so much you can get out of it. It might be a lot of this. Drone pilot, yeah. I printed mine out of PET-G because PLA's for noobs, and I honestly don't own any PLA anymore because I do PET-G and everything. Although PLA always has all the really cool colors and textures. I don't know why. It's kind of a bummer. But I did use a lot of the components that Dave C spec'd out, like the HGLR-C Zeus AIO flight controller and the VTX. I actually used the eSheen VTX in the beginning, but it didn't work out. The Tramp audio of mine crapped out. But the I don't know if I would recommend the Zeus. It is a real cheap pile of you-know-what of a flight controller. The solder mask on it is ultra thin, like you could scrape it off with your fingernail. I mean, it gets the job done, but I don't think this is what I would use if I had to go back and do it all again. Interesting way they set up at the back. The camera is the right camera for it, though. The Caddx Ant is just right. It is unbelievable light. But I do plan on trying to cut a carbon frame out of it for this thing. Yeah, Drone Pilot, the frame files are on the old Thingiverse. Let's see if I can find it for you guys here. Here it is. Here's his nano long range. Few little oddities about it is you are going to need a DC step-up converter and an LC filter. There's a link to that. I am not sure what is going on with the live stream. It's doing really strange things. Why are you doing this? Stop this. So that's where I would go to get that. Streamlabs is doing some weird stuff. I don't know. My bitrate's fine. What are you talking about? YouTube's having issues. So anyways, that was a fun little project. Got that thing together. It flies pretty good. Imagine flying a Whoop outside that's has a little bit more power and doesn't get affected by the wind so much. It can acro. It flies fairly fast for being a 3-inch with the weight it has, but not a bad quad. For some reason, Streamlabs is like dumping every super chat I've gotten in like the last forever. It is now just dumping them into my live stream, and I don't know why. I'll figure out what's going on here. What pitch did you use on it? 3016? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I put on there. 3016s. Yeah, 3016s. 3018. Yeah, 3018. Sorry. 3018 props. I did 15 minutes of like really flying it hard at 2.5 volts, which it was still flying just fine. The VTX drops out because that's the cutoff threshold for the step-up converter. So unfortunately, that's the point where pretty much got to stop. So just so you guys know, this thing going on back here, that's probably going to be all night. Doesn't listen too well. The motors, I used some of the 11,250 kV FPV cycle 13 millimeter motors. Come on, focus. There you go. Good motors. Flies really well on them. So one of the things that I've always talked about is I like having the wireless lavalier for doing these live streams. But I want to try something different, and What do you guys think now? Sound a little better? I kind of think it does. I hope you do too. Not the final positioning for this. I need to move it to somewhere else. I need to get it more out front. But I'm really liking the condenser mic sound. I think it's the way to go. It's a Shure MV7. And I'm running it through USB right now. I would do XLR. Unfortunately, I want to go XLR, and those things are nowhere to be found. The only ones I found are being sold for like 4 times what they should be, and I'm not doing that. If anybody, any of you guys, any of you know where I can get a Go XLR or Go XLR Mini for retail, let me know, because I really kind of want to get one. Just can't find one. Just like a lot of the stuff in the PC world right now, they're being bought and scalped for far more than they're worth. Not far more than what they're worth. What they're worth is subjective, but how much they should be. Is the level low? I don't know what you mean, man. Free range chicken. I do kind of. I need. It needs to get closer. You know, it should be about this far away, but the way I have the arm and the desk set up right now, I can't get there with it. But I would like to. I would like to get it closer. Honestly, I just got it put in yesterday, so I guess we can turn this guy off, can't we? So, I definitely think it sounds better. It's a good addition to the whole shebang here. Yeah, as you can see, it's coming up from behind the monitor. I kind of want to put it off to the side. I think it would be better. I could get it more direct. But what I would like about this is if I go to do bench work, I can just bring it over here and I don't lose any real sound quality. At least that's the idea for now. Let me know what you think. If you got any better ideas, please let me know. I'm open to new ideas all the time. Oh, thanks for in chicken. Just put casters on the desk last night because I'm constantly trying to get back behind this thing. I was bunching up the carpet and put an extension on to get the computer farther off the desk to give me a little more real estate over here to do build videos and things like that. But anyways, yeah, ever evolving process. I kind of want to get to a point where I don't have to change anything, where it's just always set right. But I'm not quite there yet. I think the last piece is a like an XLR, a Go XLR, something like that. But anyways, so how's everybody doing out there? Hopefully you guys had a good week. I said weather was great all week. Got a chance to do some builds, some things for myself. Mount to the ceiling. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that idea. I'll take a look into that. Dauntless, how you doing? So, like I said, did some racing today. My only goal when I go racing is to not be last. I know I'm not going to be first, but I try not to be last. And today I succeeded. 4th. I got 4th today. It was amazing. We usually do double elimination for the bracketing at the end. This is the first time I wasn't out in 2 rounds. I actually kind of ran out of packs because I didn't really plan on doing that. Dauntless is doing some indoor racing with this tiny whoop, with me whoop. Cool, man. Indoor racing is an absolute blast. What a ham. Kids. Dauntless, did you get any batteries for that thing yet? Kind of curious. But see if I can bring up some footage from this week. So this is the that Nano 4-inch long range or 3-inch long range. You see, it flies pretty good. The cells that you use make a huge difference on how well it's gonna fly. I was using some of these. What were these? INR 19 or no, the VTC 4s, and they were okay. The Molicel P46 definitely flew a lot better. A little less capacity, but definitely a higher discharge. This is with no tune on it, just Betaflight stock tune. It's not bad. It's definitely a fun little project. I highly recommend it. Really controllable. So here I was actually flying it pretty hard. Got about 11 minutes on it before I crashed. One of the big downsides to the fact that it has the 18650s going in and out of it is when you crash, they do tend to kind of pop out pretty easily. Unfortunately. GMB 300. I probably would have went with a like a Nitro Nectar 250. That quad definitely, or that whoop definitely benefits from a lighter pack. It's light and efficient where you don't need to go with a very high capacity pack. If you can get lighter, that's going to be the better way to go. But it'll fly fine on 300s. But yeah, anyways. Got some video from the race today. Yeah, there's a reason why the Nitro Nectars are expensive. Is because they're the best 1S pack out there. My lipo is kind of like the, or not the my lipo, but the tiny whoop ones are actually maybe second, but the Nitro Nectars are definitely, in my opinion, in my experience, the best packs out there. We're getting some 250s though because I don't need 4.5. Very, yeah. Yeah, 3 minutes. That's all you need. Let's see, what is he rocking? Tattoo. You know, I bought some tattoos way back in the day, and I thought they were just terrible, but they have definitely changed them since then, and it kind of turned me off on tattoo for 1S packs. But you know, they're ever evolving their chemical makeup and their settings or their setup. So I'm sure everybody's just getting better. Mike Bergman, welcome back. How you doing, man? But yeah, so the race today was a ton of fun. It looked like a very simple track, but we're still doing decent lap times.
this is probably my probably my best round here, only because of how it all turned out. Hey, just so you guys can see this, watch this prop nut here. Oh yeah, she bet. So it's just me and one other person, and this is why having ambient audio on your video receiver and your goggles is so nice. So he screwed up, I screwed up. We closed the gap. The guy I'm racing against is way faster than I am usually. Right there. You guys see that? Let's watch that again. Here we go. And this basically sealed the race for me right there. Oh, I love it. And that's with the Power Cube. Weight wins. It's a big, big nasty frame.
It's about the only chance I got. Oh.
Oh, it was a fun race. I had a lot of fun. And that's how you come in fourth. Just run into people. Just make sure you have the heaviest frame there. What cam of VTX? The VTX is a it's an Ishii Nano, and the camera is a Runcam Racer Nano, I believe. Hang on. Dang it, I don't remember. Yeah, it's the Runcam Racer Nano 2. That's what's in that one. Good little camera. There was lots of mid-airs today. I think I got hit twice. Well, I got hit and then I hit one person twice. And there are a lot of other mid-airs from other people too. Yeah, that also my quad I was flying the most of the day was this Flight 1 build. It died right before the mains, and I had to go back to a Betaflight quad, which I hadn't flown at all that day. So trying to get used to the rates and the way that one handled compared to the Flight 1. The Flight 1 handled way better. It wasn't as floaty in the corners. Actually, I could probably show you the difference there. I don't know if you'll be able to pick up on it. But let's see. Let's see if you guys can pick up on the difference. Alright. There we go. This is the Flight 1 build. The mic I'm using on the Orcas is the Rush Racing automatic gain control microphone soldered into my TBS Fusion module. I think it's still warming up here. It's just a much tighter quad. Obviously, that other clip I was flying a lot better just because, you know, later in the day I've had a lot more packs under my belt. This is maybe the second or third pack for the day. But this one, the motors sound better. The motors are the same. It's just the flight controller is different. Even the ESC is the same. It's just is a cleaner running quad. It's just really nice out. Average racing rates. Hang on. Average racing rates, I don't know, it depends on everybody, but they're typically slower than freestyle rates. Usually do, I'm like 300 to 400 for the rates, but it all kind of depends on what you're used to. But they're definitely almost always slower than freestyle. Freestyle, honestly, freestyle I fly basically beta flight presets because I can't be bothered to figure out something different. And I just got used to it. I like the way they fly. I've gotten pretty good muscle memory to the Betaflight stock. If I'm going to adjust my freestyle rates, I'm going to do it just incrementally so I can, you know, the slower you change, the easier it is for your brain to kind of become more, get more muscle memory to it. Non-centered camera messes with my OCD. You'll hate racing then, because every time you crash, something changes. I've tried the actual rates. I finally started messing with those a little bit, and I do like them. I haven't flown them enough to make them my go-to rate profile style, I guess. But it's definitely something I'm working with just to try something different now that Betaflight 4.2 has all that stuff incorporated into it. But as always, after we got done flying the actual race, it's just kind of some fun fly. Got out and ran the Tiny Trainer, and again, Tiny Trainer is the funnest quad I have to fly. It is just an absolute blast to fly. It's not the fastest. It doesn't perform all that well. There's something about it that is just so much fun to fly. If you haven't flown a Tiny Trainer and you're thinking about getting one, FPV Crate sells a pre-assembled or pre-compiled box of parts for the Tiny Trainer. I highly recommend getting that. You're getting more than what it's worth in the box. You're getting the Tiny Trainer motors. You're getting the actual beta FPV board, which, by the way, you can, at least the one that was on it, I don't know about the new one coming out, you can flash Falco X2, which is really nice. You get all the LEDs, get the canopy. Only thing you don't get are packs, but, you know, why would they send you lipos? It's a pretty good deal. The Tiny Trainer is just so much stinking fun. Oh, and of course you'll need a receiver. But anyways, yeah, you know what? These kids are going to be coming in and out of here all night. I think I'm probably going to cut this one short. I really don't have a whole lot going on this week. I'll probably come back at you guys next week. I've got a giveaway for, what am I giving away? Oh yeah, Beta FEV, Beta 65X. It's one of the HD 65mm whoops. I'll be giving that away next week, or next weekend, if you will. One thing I don't like about the tiny trainer is flight time. 450 milliamps, 450 mAh 3S. What size bat? So you're running? I think I'm running 550s. 525s. The RDQ 525s. These are pretty good. I heard the tattoos are probably one of the better ones, but it's enough to get me 3 minutes of pretty much maxed out racing. I'll have a video coming out of some hot laps with that on the Insta360 Go. Oh, that's right. Insta360 Go version 2 dropped this week. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually really excited about that. It has improved on all the things about the original Insta360 Go that I didn't like. They have pretty much either changed or fixed. Big things for me: longer flight or longer recording time when I'm not using it for drone FPV recording. Longer recording time, and the charging case is also a remote control. It's the thing I do not like about the Insta360 Go, the V1, is it's really hard to tell whether you're recording or you're doing a time lapse or what. Like, it's just the button press, the one little LED, and the haptic feedback really sucks. I just didn't like it. They've fixed all that. It's a little bit bigger. It's 8 grams heavier, a little bit bigger. The one thing I don't like about it is the price tag is way more than the original. I think it's more than twice of what the original cost, or maybe it's twice what the original cost. So that's kind of a bummer. Like Bergman got my Insta360 Go V2 on Wednesday. I'm an idiot and I ordered mine from Insta360, so I'll probably see it next month. Yeah, didn't plan that one well. But if any of you are in the market to buy an Insta360 Go V2 or any Insta360 products, go to tweetfpv.com and click that affiliate link down there. Buy whatever you want. I get a small commission from whatever you purchase, and that's an easy way to help me out on the channel. But I did get some Insta360 Go footage with the tiny trainer. Well, that's not Insta360 Go footage. What am I doing? Ugh. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There we go. I'm always impressed with how good the video is for what it is. I mean, it's definitely not the best, but ooh, we'll turn that off because that sounds terrible. And I'm just giving this tiny trainer the beans. Can't show you all that. I want to spoil the flight edit that's coming out. I'd show the flight edit, but it'll end up demonetizing this video. Not that I'll make anything off of it, but don't want to risk it. Yeah, the 50 hertz thing. I don't know. We'll see. All the videos I'm seeing on it, it sounds like it's everything that Insta360 Go was and is better in every way. Yeah, it looks like a really good piece of kit, but for 300 bucks, it's an awful lot of cash. But you know, it's about the closest thing you can get to these little unicorns, because these don't exist anymore. The Smo 4K, is that any good for the money? It's a good camera, but you know, you've got to have it for what it's for. It's a naked whoop camera. It has no protection, has no lens cover. There's nothing to it. I don't even think it has a battery on it. Does it have a battery on it? It's got to be powered from an external source, doesn't it? Yeah, just like a naked GoPro. So, I mean, it's a good camera. It's a really good camera. You know, for the price, you're getting off a lot, but you're also giving up a lot. It has zero protection to it. It can't get, I mean, I wouldn't run this in fog. You'd probably ruin it, unless you got everything really well conformal coated, but you bought the Smo 4K, so you didn't do it. You didn't cover it or coat it or treat it or anything like that. So, that's something to consider. Let's see, yeah, it's plug and play. So yeah, you plug it in, activate it remotely, I think. Yeah, you can activate it remotely. You can do that with the naked GoPros, but there's a lot of weird issues with that Beck board for the naked GoPros. Like, go onto the Naked GoPro Cinewhoop website or a Facebook group, and you will read a lot of horror stories about people just frying their GoPro Hero 6s and 7s and 8s. Well, everybody blames the PDB or the backboard for it from Beta FPV, but no one really knows if that's exactly what it is or if there's something else that's causing that. So, I mean, it's one of those things, you plug it in and it just quits working, you're kind of hooped. But at least as of right now, you can purchase replacement boards for the naked GoPros, camera modules, and stuff like that. And I mean, I can build a naked GoPro right here with 2 parts, which I purchased completely independently of a GoPro. There you go. These are available on AliExpress still. The Hero 6 camera module and the main board. The only thing you need after that is one of the back glass digitizer touchscreen thingies. And you can build yourself a naked GoPro, which I've been meaning to do. I've got 2 sitting here I need to build up. I just haven't done it. Too many other projects and not enough time. But, I mean, these things fry really easy. It's kind of anybody's guess as to why it does that. No one knows. There's a lot of guesses, though. Bring back the session. Ain't ever going to happen. They will never bring back the session because this appeals to very, very, very few people. It's very appealing to us, the FPV market, but us is nothing in comparison to what GoPro's market reach is. So these are never coming back. Whenever I see like a picture of one of these things smashed, it's like someone just killed a unicorn. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I should really get lighter bats for the B-Brain, but it's so much fun to fly around indoors. Yeah, brush quads used to be absolute garbage, but that was all that was there. Then brushless came out, like the UR65, and that changed everything. And everything was brushless forever. And then this last year, some really high-end brushed micros from like Newbie Drone came out, and they're pretty impressive. They're very impressive. They fly way better than I ever thought they would. They fly good enough to the point where I would consider racing with them. And I would probably do better than with a brushless, except for the fact they don't have turtle mode. If you're at a really well-officiated race where there's spotters everywhere that are going to go and flip you over, they're fine. But the races I do, there's just not that many people to cover all the corners. I ran over to say that. Brush 65 for the win. Yeah. No, they have some serious advantages, and basically the only disadvantage I can see is no turtle mode, and B, the motors wear out, but they do it, they slowly wear out, and you don't notice that they're wearing out until you go to fly, and you got a brand new pack, and you can barely get off the ground. That means the motor's done. They slowly get worse and worse and worse, and they perform poorer and poorer until you throw new motors on there, and you're like, oh boy, it's a whole new quad. The motors wear out pretty darn fast too. The higher kV, the higher performance, the faster they wear out. There are like one or two out there that will do turtle mode or meow mode, depending on what. I think Inductrix has one that has meow mode, and it sounds like a cat meowing when it does it. But it is really, really, really hard on the motors. Like, you do it enough times, the motors are junk. The way the brushes work on there is they're supposed to be going the same direction all the time. Once you reverse them, you're kind of going against that natural wear pattern on the carbon brushes, and it does a ton of damage to them. But I mean, it'll get you up in a race. Brandon Bentley, yeah, if you get yaw wash out and you didn't on new motors, yeah, and you didn't before, yeah, you need new motors for sure. Brandon, that's one of the big advantages to running the Silverware firmware as opposed to Betaflight, is if you bump a wall in Betaflight, the quad tends to want to either shoot across the room or suck itself into the wall. Something about Silverware, when you bump a wall, it just spins around. You hit anything, it just does a quick like 360 and you go. It doesn't overreact. It's really, really interesting. Stand by. Another pep talk with the kid. Yes, I love you too.
Next time I'm gonna sneak around a lot.
Yeah, she's a little clingy today. You know, there's a whole house upstairs, but why would they want to go up there? And they could be down here. Dallas, yeah, they are very white too, though. Do you mean light? Because they are very light. That's another big advantage to brushless, is they're very light. Let's see, Mike Bergen, I don't really fly whoops much. When I do, I must be brushless. We don't with brush plaids. Golds are almost too light, peppy for me. Collision sends it up like 3 feet. Have you gotten the 4-inch tiny trainer frame yet, or do you plan to? I have not gotten one. I would like to, but I really like the 3-inch. I know the 4-inch would be just probably better in certain ways, but I've got a good enough feel with this thing that I'm probably gonna stick with the 3-inch ones for now. I'll definitely end up building up a 4-inch one probably after I smash one of these frames, move the parts over to a 4-inch. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure I will. I tend to build a lot of everything. I typically then build them up and then give them away because who likes money, you know, right? Let's see. Speaking of giving stuff away, I got some stuff here that I do a super chat giveaway for. If you guys are interested in tonight, not really sure all 17 of you. Must pick on a bad time. Maybe I'll just save it for another day. But anyways, I got some stuff here over on my that page, the Patreon page. I'm planning something really big for a giveaway probably next month. Everything I get in Patreon goes right back into the channel for stuff that I give away to, you know, all the people. I give it to anybody who enters. But I'm planning on something really big for next month. It's setting me back quite a bit. I want to start doing like a pre-compiled box quad, 5-inch freestyle box, maybe once every couple months. But the first one, I am going to build it up, make sure everything works well, tune it, and that one's going to go to the patrons. And then probably do it again a couple months later, unbuilt, give away a kit. Yeah, honestly, the 4-inch scale thrown off doesn't look good, but I'm sure it'll rip balls. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it will. The thing is right now there's a bunch of spec leagues with the tiny trainer. Now you throw a 4-inch tiny trainer in there. Is there going to be a 3-inch spec league, a 4-inch spec league? Or is it going to be like micros where it's always been 65 millimeters, but then there's just all these bastardized 75s and things like that floating around? It'd be interesting how they handle that. If I had to guess, they'll probably stick with a 3-inch. It's kind of like when the Tiny Hawk came out. The Emax Tiny Hawk, everybody started doing spec racing for like the year because it wasn't all that great of a quad compared to today's standards. A bunch of people did spec racing on it. Then all of a sudden 3-inch props came out for it, and 3-inch arms and 4-inch arms. Let's see, Mike Burwin, did you ever check out the Race Whoop? Race Whoop. What is the Race Whoop? Is it this 3D printed thing? No, I didn't check out the Race Whoop. There was a whoop that I saw in Banggood that looked interesting. Let's see if I can find this thing. I saw it not too long ago. I don't seem to see it now. Oh yeah, the Envision Junior Racer, is that? This guy here? Brandon Bentley, you've been upgraded. Spelled with 2 D's. You can go ahead and drop a link in there. The Tiny Trainer is great. Fast. It's fast, but it's not. It's quick, but not fast. If that makes sense. Like to get a lot of speed out of it, you are just maxed out in what it can do. You're flying with, you know, max throttle damn near all the time. Oh, I feel like I looked this up the other day. See my search history. Okay, yeah, that's what I was looking at. Looks really cool. I mean, 3D printing stuff is pretty cool. I just don't know how feasible it is. I don't know what are the words I'm looking for. I mean, is there really anything better than carbon fiber for this stuff? Oh, those are 3-inch props. Okay, well that's different now. I was thinking that was like a 65mm of a 3D printed frame because I've gone down that road and it sucks. Like it's not a doable thing. All right, that's what I was thinking. That's cool looking. And it's got some big boy components in it. Wow. Well, that is definitely something I gotta check out. Too that's the wrong time of year for it, you know? This is unbreakable. I don't know, I don't see a lipo in any of the pictures. Very interesting setup. Oh, geez, it's using... That's gotta be a 4S? No, it's like a 4S, like... Big pack. It's a big pack. Is that a 1000 milliamp? This kind of looks like it has 1000 right there. Oh, here we go. We can do some, what are we doing? Looks like 1000. Interesting quad. Let's see, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's a 6S. That thing is running 6S. All right. Interesting. That is a very interesting setup. 6S 1100. Yeah, man. Yeah, it looks just like a Cinewhip. That thing's got to have a ton of power. Frame looks pretty durable. Is it nylon? It's got to be nylon. That's the only thing that would make sense, especially to be able to say unbreakable. Well, I've got some carbon cutting projects coming up, and I guess I'll throw another design on the sheet there. Let's see. So this guy got blocked. He asked, what will happen if I send 3 amps through my boot rocket? People are ridiculous. Eight-bladed props. Yeah, they're pretty nuts. Actually, I think I got a set of eight-bladed props right here. Nope, 5-blade. Polycarbonate, huh? Oh, interesting. Surprised they didn't go with nylon. Polycarbonate's kind of a pain in the butt to print. It's really hydroscopic, hydroscopic. Scopic? I don't know. Words, right? Yeah. So, anyways, I think we're gonna wrap this thing up. The kids are they're playing. I gotta go hang out with them, see what they're up to. Thanks for stopping by tonight. More changes going on throughout the week. Everybody get out, get a chance to fly. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next week. We'll do a longer, full live stream. There's just so much going on. I can only get away for a little bit here, so I'll see y'all next week. Stay flying.